Today we will be tackling one of a very exciting literary piece entitled Madame Bovary. It is written by Gustave Flaubert. But before we discuss this piece or this story, let me give you an overview so that you have an idea later. So the story is about a woman who had an high expectations about love and life. Kumbaga, she wanted a life full of luxurious, fantastic, romantic world, but the time goes by. Yes, while she chased her dreams, is hindi niya namamalayan na her life and also her family's life is unti-unti siya nang wawasak. And then, because of her desire, this protagonist is a type of girl who is not contented kung anong meron siya sa kanyang buhay. So now let's start. So for the first is we have here the exposition. The novel introduces Charles Bovary, a simple and a dull country doctor, and Emma Raoult, a beautiful romantic farmer's daughter. And Emma, influenced by a sentimental novel's dream of passions, luxury, and adventure. She marries Charles, hoping marriage will fulfill her ideals. However, Charles Bovary is an ordinary and modest life soon disappoints her. Despite Emma's unrealistic expectations of love and life are set against Charles' mediocrity and foreshadowing her dissatisfaction. So here in the exposition, it starts by introducing Charles Bovary or introducing the two main characters. We have her, Charles Bovary, and Emma Raoult. Charles Bovary, he introduced as a simple and a dull man. When you say is a dull man, it's something boring or there is nothing walang exciting about sa kanya. And while si Emerald naman, ito naman yung opposite niya kay Charles. Si Emerald naman is she's a type of girl nga, just like what I've said earlier, na hindi nga siya marunong makontento kung anong meron siya. Kasi he grow up na nagbabasa. She love reading romantic novel, and those book or those novel that she was read was influenced her to expect or to set a standard, not just a simple standard, but it is a high standard, where kung saan dumating na yung standard na yun, na kailangan ma-fulfill yun na yung ine-expect niya in the future. Yes, and then she thought that marrying Charles Bovary can help her to fulfill her desire. And kaya ganun na nga, nagpakasal siya. And then right after, she get disappointed after her marriage. Kasi yung marriage nila, hindi siya, it's not like what her imagine or she imagined, kundi ito ay yung life. Ito ay yung simple, boring, at walang excitement. That's why na-disappoint siya. Just like us in the reality, di ba? As a person, as a human being, we expect something and we set a standard. And dapat yung standard na yun is ma-achieve. Kasi pag hindi siya na-achieve, di ba, we feel disappointed then. So just like what Emma felt. Okay, for the next is we have here the rising action. Emma grows bored with her marriage and rural life. Longing for passions, she engaged into affairs. So, dito na, as the time goes by, habang tumatagal yung kasal or yung marriage nila ni Emma, na boring siya. Dahil nga sa ganun, sa simple, kasi nga 'di ba sabi dito yung meron si Charles na buhay is to have modest life. And then that's why nagkaroon siya, she made a mistake. And that mistake, nagkaroon siya ng two affairs. That's why we have Rodolphe Boulanger and si Leon Depoes. Again, the two affairs of Emma, we have si Rodolphe Boulanger and Leon Depoes. So now let's find out who are these people and why they becomes Emma's lover. So, ngayon, isa-isahin natin sila. So, first, we have Rodolphe Boulanger. Rodolphe Boulanger is introduced as a wealthy landowner, a rich and a handsome man. But, Rodolphe Boulanger, he knows how to make the girl fall in love with him. So, ayun, meron na tayong, kumbaga, doon pa lang he knows how to make the girl fall in love with him. Kumbaga, he is a playboy. Yes, he is a playboy. And Emma thought that si Rodolphe Boulanger siya na yung Prince Charming niya. Kasi nga, pogi, mayaman, and parang katulad ng mga ina-imagine niya. Kumbaga, may standard, yun yung standard niya. And then, Emma asked Rodolphe na umalis sila so they could get married. But katulad nga na sabi ko kanina, si Rodolphe Bolangi, he is a playboy. And dahil playboy si Rodolphe Bolangi, of course, he is afraid of responsibility, and he only wanted a fling and not a commitment. And dahil dyan, si Rodolphe left, iniwan niya si Emma. Kaya niya iniwan si Emma kasi nga takot nga siya sa responsibility, at saka hindi niya gusto si Emma, hindi niya mahal si Emma. Kumbaga si Emma lang yung nagkagusto sa kanya. And that's why si Emma, syempre, ano pa ba, what would be imagine, or ano ba mararamdaman natin pag ganun yung nangyari? Syempre, nalungkot si Emma. That's why she reconnects to Leon. So, dito na pumasok si Leon de Poes. Si Leon, he introduced as a gentle, lovable, and caring man. And, he is a young law clerk. Kumbaga, pag sinabi natin young law clerk, kumbaga, he started her future. Kumbaga, nagtatrabaho siya sa isang office, parang assistant ng mga lawyer, and he is young. Bata pa siya, kumbaga, pasimula pa lang siya sa kanyang future, o sa kanyang course, or sa kanyang ina-achieve niya na goal. And ayun, napamahal si Emma sa kanya kasi nga, si Leon de Poes nga is a type of man na caring. At hindi yun naramdaman ni Emma doon kay Charles. Mabilis siya nagkagusto. Pero dahil doon, as the time goes by, iniwan din siya ni Leon. Bakit siya iniwan ni Leon? Kaya siya iniwan ni Leon kasi Leon get drifted and tired emotionally. Dahil because si Emma, dumating si Emma sa point na naging too much demanding. She wanted a romance all the time, and then dahil doon napagod si Leon. At dahil nung napagod si Leon, 'di ba? Parang i-connect natin sa reality. Even though we love someone, 'di ba? Kahit mahal natin yung isang tao, if dumating tayo sa part na napagod tayo, 'di ba? 'Di ba ano yung mangyayari? 'Di ba? Mauuwi siya sa breakup. Sobrang rare na lang ng mga taong finifix pa kahit sobrang hirap ng kanilang relationship. Just like kay Emma. And dahil doon parang na-feel ni Emma na too much na, and then ayun, nalungkot siya ng sobra. And dahil doon, she also indulged in extravagant spending, buying luxuries on credit, which depends her delusional and financial ruin. Emma pursues her excitement, explores her growing alienations from reality and her self-destructive tendencies. So, dahil dun si Emma, nagbumili siya ng bumili or umutang siya ng umutang ng mga bagay-bagay. Clothes, luxury, mga bahay, kahit ano, basta expenses. Because she wanted to feel na mayaman siya and special. But everything was borrowed. Pag sinabi na, kumbaga sinasabi dito, everything was utang. At dahil doon, yun ang ginawa ni Emma to escape the debts, their sadness, kasi nga nabigo siya sa love, and then para ma-escape na yung kalungkutan niya sa kanyang sarili. And now let's proceed to the climax. So climax, we know that climax, it is the highest point of tension, which is, it is very important in the story, right? It's important part of the story kasi ito na yung mga exciting. So when we say Emma debts catch up with her. The merchant Leroux demands repayment, threatening to seize her property. Emma desperately seek help from Rodolphe and to Leon, and later on, she realizing she is trapped, scandal, financial ruin, and hopelessness, she take an arsenic and dies in agony. So, dito ang nangyari, ayun, dahil nga sa pagkautang ni Emma, hindi na nakaintakasan. That's why the merchant Leroux, ayun, pinagbantaan siya or treat her na if hindi siya magbayad, everything she have in her life is mawawala, yun kukunin ng merchant. And that's why she found, or hinanap niya, she found si Rodolphe and si Leon. And then she begged for help, but suddenly hindi siya tinulungan kasi nga gano'n na nga yun nangyari. And then dahil doon, it is a way, that's why Emma feels what? Naramdaman ni Emma na wala siyang pera para i-support sa desire, sa luho niya, kung ano-ano pa, walang love, walang care. At dahil doon, she drank a poison, and that poison is called arsenic, and died agony. Kumbaga, namatay siyang naghirap. Yes, may paghihirap kumbaga, to escape lang talaga yung mga bagay-bagay. And then dahil doon, Charles, devastated by Emma death, his dogs cover her, shatters him, and he loses his will to live. And dahil doon, nalaman ni Emma, ay nalaman ni Charles na Charles found the letter. Okay, nalaman ni Emma or ni Charles yung letter, nakita ni Charles and learn about kay Emma's affair. And dahil dun, syempre, ano ba mararamdaman ni Charles kasi manahal niya si Emma? Of course, na sobra siyang nasaktan. That's why his health nag-become weak, and then nagkaroon siya ng depression. He facing depression. And later on, namatay din si Charles. Yes, namatay si Charles. Marami siyang reason. Dahil isa, namatay si Charles dahil nawala na yung wife niya. Tapos yung pangalawa, yung mga iniwan pa ni Emma dahil doon. And then, ayun, that's why he lost his will to live. And for the resolution, Charles dies broken-hearted. Their daughter Bertha is left an orphan and must work in a cotton mill and condemned to a life of poverty. At dahil doon, nung namatay naman si Charles, of course, may anak sila, si Bertha. And si Bertha naman, she was forced to work in a cotton mill and live in poverty. So, it shows that the cycle of suffering continues. Emma's death is not only affect herself, but also her daughter's life and the future generation. Okay. And for the application of literary lenses that I use, I first use a feminist lens. That's why feminist lens? Kasi dito Emma can be seen as a figure of feminine. As Emma can be seen as a feminist figure because she longed for a personal freedom. Kasi during the 19th century, especially women who get married, they will be kumbaga they are expected na dapat nasa bahay lang, they do household chores, take care of their children. But Emma tried to seek passion, independence, and out of their marriage. And dahil doon, yes, at dahil dun sa nangyari, the society punished her because of her actions. And her affairs and consumerism can be read as an act of rebellion against a patriarchal system that denies women independence and fulfillment. Ayun na nga yung nangyari doon dahil sa mga kagustuhan niya, yet society punishes her through shame, debt, and eventual death. Yes, ganun po. Kaya po may feminist lens akong ginamit dahil nakafocus siya sa babae. Yes. And the next one that I use, the Marxist lens. Dito naman kasi kaya siya Emma's strategy comes from the class struggle because she wanted to be rich, to feel special, ayun, ano yung luho niya. Kahit na hindi niya naman kaya. And dahil sa mga gustuhan niya, yes, dahil doon, her debts to Lyrox represent the trap of capitalism where desire for status and consumptions lead to ruin. And because of that, masyado siya, dahil dun sa mga utang niya, mas nilubog pa siya nung merchant. Kumbaga, ano nga tawag doon, yung kumbaga, mas pinautang pa siya na pinautang, syempre, parang nauto siya, yes, dahil sa desire niya. And birth fates work in a cotton mill shows that harsh reality of class oppressions where the poor remain trapped in a labor cycle while the wealthy exploit desires and weakness. So, here's the story. Sa story na to, dapat lesson learned na every action has a consequences and we should contented of what we have in our life. And that's all for my discussion. Thank you.